Welcome to Dunleavy Field in Sonora, a picturesque old-school high school football venue nestled in the Sierra foothills, where tonight the Escalon Cougars travel up from the valley to take on the Sonora Wildcats, the top-ranked team in the state according to Cal High Sports in their small schools ranking. Wildcats back at home after a big win against Turlock, and ready to start Trans-Valley League play right here next on NorCal Sports TV. Welcome, everybody, to the Scott's Distributing pregame show. I'm Mario Ramos, alongside my broadcast partner, Jeremy Hurtado, alongside the rest of our crew as well, cameraman Mason Phillips and Xavier Quintana, and executive producer and executive director Dion I. On NorCal Sports TV as the Wildcats make their way back home. Jeremy picking up a big-time victory against the Turlock Bulldogs out on the road. That one also on our network on NorCal Sports TV as the Wildcats, a Division VI program, making waves as they went into the house of a Division I program and got themselves a big W.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what's going to be interesting to see tonight is how does that transition into Trans-Valley League play. Tonight you got the opener with Escalon coming to town. Escalon is pumped. They've been out here. They're excited. They're ready to go. And we're going to see how that transition, that big win last week, will there be a letdown this week, or will the Cats be able to just come in here and do what they do at home? They don't lose at home very often. In fact, it's been a couple years since they've lost a non-playoff game here at home.
Yeah, it's been a while since they've lost a non-playoff game here at home. It's been a while since they've lost a league game here at home.
You're absolutely right. I was talking to Coach Craig earlier, and he said he thinks it might have been like 2010, but he's not sure because it's been a while because it wasn't Mother League play.
It was not Mother League play, yep. Yeah, definitely Valley Oak League play was the last time. Again, the Wildcats dropped a league contest here at beautiful Dunleavy Field, one of the most picturesque high school venues you're going to find anywhere in the United States, and we're lucky enough to bring you the coverage here this Friday night on a nice night here as we approach fall. Not quite there yet, it seems like, but we're getting there. We're getting there tomorrow, I guess, right?
Tomorrow, yeah. My wife keeps telling me because I keep saying it's fall, and she keeps saying, nope, not until the 20th. This is technicality there, but yes, I've been saying it's fall for like the last 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, it's still a little warm, starting to cool off here as we approach the evening. The lights coming on here at Dunleavy Field starting to take effect. As the Wildcats 4-0, a perfect preseason following their state championship run of a year ago. The Wildcats, again, being ranked as the top-ranked team according to Cal High Sports in their small schools division. So a lot of folks taking notice. That's their first ranking of the season. Obviously, you win yourself a state championship, you return a lot of players. Again, people are going to take notice.
Yeah, absolutely. And we look down there and you see the nice, pretty new uniforms we talked about last week with the Kelly Green. You got Escalon comes in. Escalon, that's a team over there that has a lot of players. I didn't know they had that many players just looking at them. They came in, and one of the things with them is they came in ready to go. They came off the bus ready to play. They've been chanting. They've been hollering. The fans came out tonight for Escalon. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a great way to see how the Valley Oak League, Trans-Valley League opener goes tonight here between the Escalon Cougars and the Sonora Wildcats.
And the Cougars coming into today's game with a record of 2-2. You talk about the Wildcats, you got to talk about their potent offensive attack. It starts with Cash Byington, who had a great game last week against Turlock, a couple touchdowns on the ground. Of course, they're having to kind of pick up the load with the battery ram, Tommy Sutton. The arm injury going to be out for the foreseeable future. Cats hoping to get him back down the stretch. But again, Byington stepping in last week and having a big game from the wing-back position here in the triple option attack.
Yeah, and that's what's going to be interesting to see tonight against Escalon is how is that offense going to be able to get things rolling early, or is Escalon going to come out with some ways to kind of slow things down? I know Escalon looks at the fullback as the first option to try and stop. They're also going to roll that safety down in the box and not sit too high at safety like some other teams have been doing against Sonora. But it's hey, we're going to see. Will they take away the fullback, and once they do, what other options? That's going to open up things for Spear, obviously, and Byington, who's been huge for the Cats. I know, special teams wise, I know that the Cougars know where Byington is at all times, so that's going to be interesting to see how they can combat that as well.
And on the other side, you talk about the Escalon Cougar attack. They got the dual threat quarterback, Logan Hubner. I think Josh Allen type physique when you think of Logan Hubler. And the same type of play style, right? A guy, like I said, dual threat, get out of the pocket and make stuff happen with his feet. He's also got quite a weapon, the sophomore in Dylan Ball, a guy who came on the scene as a freshman last year and, was making plays. And this year he's elevated his game.
Yeah, absolutely. And Escalon, I think what they're going to do is they're going to try and give Ball more of the workload here as we get in the league. I know they've been kind of giving him only like 5 or 6 carries in the preseason games, but I expect him to take a big workload tonight. And also, Huebner's going to be the key, right? I mean, everybody's going to try and come up and stop this offense run game for Escalon. That's going to leave some holes open over the top. And can Huebner hit guys over the top and make plays with his arm and his legs? That's going to be the big key tonight. I think if Escalon's going to stay in the game.
Again, the Wildcats and Cougars getting set to go here on NorCal Sports TV. We just got the coin toss. The Wildcats winning the toss. They deferred. So we're going to step aside here momentarily on the Scott's Distributing pregame show and be back with more Wildcat football coming up on NorCal Sports TV.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived.
Welcome back to the Scott's Distributing pregame show. Mario Ramos alongside the man of the Motherlode himself, Jeremy Hurtado. Here at beautiful Dunleavy Field, home of the state champion Sonora Wildcats. Cats won the toss. They will kick off. They defer till the second half, so they'll get the kickoff coming out of the locker room. Right now they're going to put it in the air to the Escalon Cougars to get this ball game started. It's going to be a Deo Espresso and Smoothies kickoff. Deo Espresso and Smoothies, your place to get your day started. And throughout the day, too, a little pick-me-up. Hit up Deo, Espresso, and Smoothies.
Yeah, absolutely. They got all kinds of fun little drinks there you can get. You can get the coffee-flavored drinks. You can get the flavored Red Bull Espresso drinks. So, Deo Espresso, thanks for sponsoring Wildcats football.
Roberto Estrella getting this one up in the air. It'll be Carter Yates fielding this one inside the 5-yard line. To the right side, got some blockers in front of him, able to push this one out to the 30. Nice return of about 26, 27 yards for Carter Yates. As the Cougars will take over 1st and 10 at their 31-yard line. Again, Logan Huebner, the quarterback, total of 447 passing yards, a little over 100 passing yards a game. But again, this is a guy who could get it done on the ground as well. And a guy that kind of wear on you a little bit There's a bit of a load at the quarterback position as he's in the shotgun to start this ball game. Cats with 3 down linemen. Bring 4. Huebner puts this one in the air right off the bat. Pass complete just shy of the 40. And there's that sophomore Dylan Ball, listed as a running back, but he's just the guy that you just got to get the football in his hands one way or another.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's going to be the key for Escalon tonight. How can you get the ball into the playmaker's hands? How can you make things happen offensively? I think you got to keep the ball away from the Wildcat offense if you're Escalon, and you got to be productive. You got to score. What you got to do, you got to keep just ahead of the chains, pick up positive yards, make sure you get positive yards on each play and kind of chip away. If you have to use all 4 downs, so be it.
Especially early on here, right? This is a drive, an opportunity to maybe take a little of the air out of the tires, so to speak, here at Dunleavy Field.
Yeah, if you're Escalon, you're looking for a good 5-minute touchdown drive, just kind of slow things down.
Here's a quarterback sweep. Huebner trying to get the corner. There's Cash Byington coming into the leg area. And looks like we're going to have a late hit as well, as you had Huebner maybe take a shot from, I believe it was Alderman, following the play. That one coming out from the referee himself, and Coach Clifton none too pleased.
Yeah, that's going to push it down deep inside the territory against the Cats, and that's the things you can't have if you're, trying to win a league game and league against a tough opponent. Sorry about that. If that came
we got to get that checked out.
The referee mic is a little hot.
A little hot. Yes, indeed. Hopefully they can take care of that as the Cats commit the first penalty of the game, a personal foul penalty. It's going to put Escalon in Sonora territory. That Huebner run got him across midfield. This one a little bit deeper as they got it 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, looking across the middle, dangerous pass. There's a lot of traffic. Again, looking for ball. Kind of looked like he was looking out to the boundary on the left side, and that one came back across the middle.
Yeah, I thought he was going to hit the flat receiver there. Right? The 5 wide receivers, I love it personally. Okay, I love going 5 wide.
It's your jam right there.
You hit that flat receiver. It's a 2-yard pass if he gets tackled. If not, he makes the guy miss. He gets up the sideline. And, like we talked about earlier, you just keep making a profit. If you're Escalon on every play, positive adds up. That time, almost a big interception by the Cats.
3 pass plays and a quarterback sweep to start the ball game here for Escalon. Out there in their road white jerseys, they got all purple helmets. No ease on them this week. It looks like we got a lot of movement in both directions, and looks like the Cougars bailed themselves out. No, one official saying timeout, and the referee just marked them off 5 yards.
That's not a false start until it's snapped. They can shift.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what the coach is explaining. Hey, if we didn't snap the ball, it shouldn't be a penalty.
Yeah, I think they're going to grant them the timeout.
Because I was thinking the same thing. Hey, if you reset on, you can. We'll see here after the timeout. Regardless, Cats using this to make adjustments here, change things up on the defensive end.
So a timeout was taken. We'll step aside as well here on NorCal Sports TV. Oh, wait a minute. No timeout was taken. They aren't going to give him the penalty now. So.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure why the penalty is, but we'll see.
And now they might get another penalty, right, for delay of game if they don't get out.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. We had a penalty. Hey, let's go back on. So there's no timeout charge, so each team still got 3 timeouts, I think.
It would appear so. Now the officials talking this thing over. And start a league play here for both these squads. For everyone in the TVL, with the exception of the Orostimba Warriors. They got themselves a non-league matchup today. But you got some big games as league play gets going in the Trans-Valley League. This one among those.
Well, now I think they do charge Escalon with the timeout too, so that's a double whammy.
Wow.
So not only do you get the penalty that shouldn't have been, I don't think, you also get the timeout charged.
Yeah, Coach Beam is not happy about that, the Escalon head coach. He's
we'll get some clarification because we got the head of officials over here next to us. So during a timeout here, we'll get that figured out, what exactly the situation is. They did now just say they charged Escalon with a timeout. So both teams are on the ball ready to go again, and then the officials are still talking. It gives a chance to run down that TVL schedule.
Well, now he's going all the way back across the other side to talk to Coach Beebe. Yeah, we mentioned in this game right here, you got undefeated Ripon out at undefeated Houston. 3-0 Ripon taking on Houston this evening out at Husky Memorial Stadium. That should be a good one. And then Ripon Christian, who's had themselves a nice preseason. They're currently undefeated as well. 4-0 taking on a 3-1 Hillmar team. As the referee's getting his steps in. He's going sideline to sideline. Here you can see it in his shot. Just got done talking to Coach Beebe. Now he's back over here talking to Coach Clifton. Everyone else is lining up, getting ready to play football. We're ready. Hopefully they are too.
So 3-by-1 set.
So it's 2nd and 15. So they do lose the 5 yards and the timeout. Single back, 3 receivers to the left. He goes that way. This one trying to hit Carter Yates. The seam route there is that one up and over the head to get another dangerous ball within a lot of traffic. Luckily for Escalon, that one hits the turf, and they move on to 3rd and 15.
Yeah, I think Jeremy Snyder was actually closer to that than anybody else back there from that safety position. I think if he would have turned and saw it, he might have been able to pick that thing, at least from our vantage point and some of the fans around us. They were saying, turn your head around and then look, but the ball goes flying by him. And again, yeah, you talked about it. Not a very safe pass there if you're Escalon. Now it's 3rd and long. Try and get half this back here to give yourself a chance.
Shotgun snap. Huebner, clean pocket. This one deep down the left side. That one caught by Ball. Leaps and makes the catch in the air. Ends up taking the hit around the 15-yard line. Tackle made out there by Joel Rivera, who was in on the coverage. But you see right here, Ball sized that one up. Good job of timing his jump as well. He's coming down with the nice reception on 3rd and 15.
Right, you got the clear out routes, and you got the wheel route out of the 3rd receiver. DB gets a little confused. Easy completion and catch down inside the 15-yard line for the Wildcats.
7th play of this drive coming up, and looks like it's going to have to wait. I think we got a wristband or a bracelet on one of the Wildcats. That's Joel Rivera, who was just in on that tackle, so he's going to have to check out. He'll be replaced by George Renault, so we'll see if the Cougars go out there and test the substitute making his way into the ball game. First and 10 from the 15-yard line. Huebner now under center. He gives this one to the back, Jeremy Gravette. Gravette left side, and actually going to lose a yard. So he's 2nd down and 11. So good first drive here for Escalon in the red zone. Threatening against the Wildcats, picking up that big 3rd and 15. That's only their 2nd running play of this drive. And the 8th play coming up right here is Huebner back in the shotgun. He's got Gravette to his right. And gets this one out quickly, and it's dropped. Looking for Ian Trejo.
Yeah, pass was thrown a little bit behind his receiver that time, as you'll see here on the replay. But one, I think the receiver probably is going to say, hey, I probably should have caught that. Again, see Huebner getting a good view, nice easy pass, boom, right behind him, like I said. But got to catch that if you're a Escalon receiver trying to make the big play here tonight against the Wildcats.
Another 3rd and long, 2nd, 3rd down of this drive. Looked like some movement up front, no flag, Huebner. This one just off the mark. Again, you got a guy single coverage on the right side looking for Chase Cummings, but that one high and above the receiver, also above Stephen Morfoot, who was in on the coverage.
Yeah, so that time we had mad motion and didn't get it called. So maybe that's, kind of okay. Well, make-up call for the last one maybe? I don't know. The fans in the stands were not impressed. Let's just say that. Okay, they were calling for it. They were looking for it. Yeah, and now you're in 4th 11. You're going to probably go for it, I would assume. A little too far for a field goal attempt, but.
So 4th and 11 from the 16. A nice first drive here for Escalon, trying to keep it going, trying to cash in. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen for Huebner is looking that way. Going deep to the corner, and this one is intercepted by Morfoot at the goal line. Morfoot has a blocker. Morfoot still has space on the sideline. A lot of green jerseys out in front. They pick up a block. He cuts it back. Green grass in front. Stephen Morfoot 100 yards to the house on the interception. Wildcats lead 6-0.
Absolutely great job. Underthrown pass. He went up and got it. And then great job of turning defense into offense for the Cats. 100-yard interception return to start the scoring. Hey, we talked about keeping the Wildcat offense off the scoreboard, but didn't think the defense would chip in early here against Escalon. Wow, what a play there by the defensive back for the Wildcats.
Stephen Morfoot with a big interception, leaping and picking that one off at the goal line. Doing a great job of maneuvering the sideline, using his blockers, and then getting some space out in front to take it into the Golden Regiment right there in the end zone for the touchdown. 100 yards on the return, a pick six. He's out there to hold this one for Rigoberto Estrella. He's trying to catch his breath.
Take it. He's like, hey, hang on a second, Rigo. Well, give me a chance to catch.
Good snap, good hold. Rigoberto Estrella with a little jump kick. Pops that one up and over the Golden Regiment. 7-0 Wildcats. 100-yard touchdown return from Stephen Morfoot. Cats strike first.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our
Deo Espresso and Smoothies kickoff on NorCal Sports TV as Rigoberto Estrella with a chip shot. This one bounces at the 20 and then rolls right back into the hands of a Cougar. Picked up there by Cole Rakovic. We'll take it to the 32-yard line.
Now let's see how Escalon going to respond, right? You've controlled the whole part of the first quarter. You had the ball the whole time. Drove it down inside the 11-yard line. But instead, you throw a pick six for 100 yards, and now you're right back out there. I would assume, let's just, maybe something safe here and maybe a handoff, just kind of get the quarterback back in the, okay, let's get back in the football mode. We'll see how it plays out here for Escalon.
Yeah, 10 plays on that first drive, 8 of them in the air for Logan Huebner, 8 passing attempts on that opening drive, and the last one again intercepted by Stephen Morfoot, who took it the distance, literally the entire distance of the football field. Cats defense back out here as the Cougars have it 1st and 10 at the 32. Option to the right. He pushes it out to Ball. Ball with a nice cut. 1st down and more. A lot of room out in midfield, looking to cut it back and try to pick up a block. Rivera can't make the tackle. Ball still on his feet. And now he's brought down by Brody Spear. The linebacker hustling finally makes the tackle inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Tell you what, this kid is explosive. There's Exhibit A right there.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I thought he was going to get caught here when he cut back and goes, whoop, jumps over that guy. 4, 5, 6 guys touch him, finally bring him down for the Wildcats. And that's what we talked about in the pregame show, right? Ball being more involved in the offense, and there it is. And a safe run turns into a big play for the Cougars as it's 1st and it says goal from the 10.
Yeah, 1st and goal from the 10. 58-yard run for Dylan Ball on 1st down. He's currently off the field right now. You got 1st and goal. Huebner looking left side. A little hitch pass caught out there by Ian Trejo. Trejo able to get inside the 5-yard line. He's got a Wildcat on his back. Cash Byington with the tackle.
Yeah, surprised that Byington's on the tackle, right? I mean, that guy's everywhere. You talk to him on your podcast, I mean, really, I think he's kind of the guy on the Wildcat defense and offense, special teams. Like I think, if we're going to vote an MVP of the season so far, I think it's got to be Byington.
Yeah, he's been a playmaker for the Wildcats since his sophomore season, really.
Absolutely.
Picking up Motherlode Defensive Player of the Year. Had a great year last year on both sides of the ball. Off to another phenomenal start. Makes the tackle there to force second and goal. Hubner left side, got blockers in front. Going to take it himself, and he is chopped down. It looked like might have been Rivera coming up from the cornerback spot, coming up to make the tackle. And there's Cash Byington again and Rivera both out there as they bring Hubner down at about the 3-yard line. It'll be third down and goal.
And if I'm Escalon, I'm thinking ball time. Get the ball again, right? He got you down there. Let him finish it off here. I might go some misdirection type thing to him, but some kind of handoff coming the ball would be my guess if I'm Escalon.
In the shotgun, they motion a man. He's got ball to his left. They pitch it to him. He breaks the initial tackle, but he can't stop the next green wave that's coming at him. He's brought down for a loss on that one. Back at about the 6-yard line, so a 3-yard loss. It's going to be fourth and goal.
It looks like the Cats were on the same wavelength I was there. Got motion going across. You got speed option to the left, and it didn't fool anybody. Yep. No one went with that notion. No one even thought about taking the cheese. And here we go. Fourth down again for Escalon. Hey, kicker not needed here. You're going forward on inside the 5-yard line. So second drive in the red zone. First time obviously came away with no points. We'll see what happens here.
Under 5:30 in the opening quarter. Cats offense is yet to touch the ball as the Cougars have another fourth down situation inside the red zone. This one back in the end zone, caught, brought in right along the end line by Chase Cummings. Able to leap up and haul in that pass from Logan Hubner that had a little something on it. Cummings able to bring it down, and the Cougars able to make that drive pay off with a touchdown pass from Hubner to Cummings. It's 7-6 with the extra point pending.
Yeah, that's a good job there by the receiver Cummings just to kind of find the dead zone, give his quarterback a lane to throw it, and Hubner put the ball right where it had to be. And now Escalon, an extra point away from tying this up. And you're right, the Cats offense hasn't been on the field yet, and we're already over halfway through the first quarter.
A chance for the Cougars to tie it up as Cummings is able to get the touchdown catch, and this kick is, it was tailing left, but Brody Abbott able to get that one inside the upright, and he ties this one up 7-7. So the Cougars answer the 6-yard touchdown pass from Hubner to Cummings, 7-7. Wildcat football coming up on NorCal Sports TV after this commercial break.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Mario Ramos, Jeremy Hurtado back with you on NorCal Sports TV. Adeo Espresso and Smoothies kickoff. Cougars tying things up 7-7. They answer back with a touchdown pass from Hubner to Cummings to make it 7 apiece. This one kicked off by Abbott to the left side, staying in bounds for a little while, but now it's going to trickle out of bounds. And here comes the flag. So it'll be good field position to start for the Wildcat offense. First time they're going to see the football. We thought they were maybe going to have an advantage, but the Cougars able to get themselves a first quarter touchdown on their second drive. And now the score all squared away as the Wildcats come out for the first time offensively.
Yeah, a little different than the last time we were here when the Cats put up 42 points in the first quarter. But, you know, this is going to be an interesting. We talked about it off air before game, and how can the Escalon defense kind of slow down the Wildcat offense? Well, so far it's been just don't let them on the field, right? I mean,
yeah.
But they still got 7 points on the defensive end. So now is the first real test for Escalon's defense. We'll see how they respond.
First and 10 from the 35-yard line on the right hash. Eli Ingalls under center. Ingalls going to give this one up the middle. First carry of the ball game. I believe that's Stephen Ollie. I'm trying to check the number. Yes, indeed, that is Stephen Ollie. Gets the first carry, goes 5 yards. So 5 yard. Even the PA announcer was trying to figure out who came out of that pile. It is Stephen Ollie, who's stepping in at fullback in place of Tommy Sutton, the TBL outstanding back last season. They motion Byington. They give it to him on the left pitch. Byington trying to turn the corner. Excuse me, that spear. Byington's out there blocking for him. Beg your pardon. As he got a flag out there, and it might be on Byington. Got those new Wildcat uniforms with the Kelly green. They got the italicized numbers, so beg your pardon, that two looked like a 7.
That's one, Mario.
Coming around the corner.
That's one. But, yes, there is a flag on the play. I think it's going to come back. I think it's some kind of legal block in the back against the Cats. Should put it right back where the play started.
We got to help my guy out right there with the mic. We got a holding call.
It's interesting. They did the mic check during a JV game, and it was perfect. Then, you know, the D.
It's actually going to put it back to the original line of scrimmage here on that last play, so we'll get another 2nd and 5. That holding call is about 5 yards past the first down marker. So 2nd down and 5. Ingalls is this to Ollie. Not much there. Actually, he did pop out of the pile. He's going to take it to the 45-yard line. They are going to move the chain, so the first down of the ball game for the Wildcats. A lot of traffic up the middle right there, and Ollie again taking over for Sutton. A different type of physique that you were seeing from the fullback position. He's 5'9" as opposed to the 6'2" that we saw from Tommy Sutton.
Yeah, and it's just a plug and play. I mean, Sutton goes down, that hurts your offense, but you have other guys come in, and Ollie's been carrying the workload the last 2 weeks.
He gets it again, tries to go to the left side, takes this one out to the 48-yard line, so 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7. Sonora's rushing attack is obviously their bread and butter. They threw the ball one time last week against the Turlock Bulldogs. You know, it helps when you rush for over 300 yards, right? Be able to turn around and either hand it, pitch it, or keep it yourself if you're the quarterback, Eli Ingalls.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of what you want to do if you're the Cats, right? You want to run the ball for 300-plus yards. You don't want to throw the ball a lot. If you throw the ball, 3 or 4 times in the game, that's a good thing for the Cats. Being able to only throw it once is even a better thing.
Ingalls, first time he keeps it, trying to skip through some traffic. Now he's stood up across midfield at the 48-yard line. We'll mark his forward progress down right there. That's going to be a 3rd and about 4. 3rd and 3, what they're going to call it here for the Wildcats. So 3rd down and 3. Just across midfield, first time into Cougar territory. Got a chance of defense coming from the Cougar sideline. As you mentioned, they were pumped up. They had some juice coming into the ball game, hoping for a big 3rd down stop right here. Cats pitch it to Byington off the right side. He hesitates, now kicks it into gear. He's able to get a step ahead of the defensive back, and that's good enough to pick up the 2nd first down of the drive for the Sonora Wildcats.
Yeah, and if you're Sonora, this is what you want to do, right? You want to control the ball, control the game, run the football, keep the clock running, and keep the Escalon defense on the field at all times.
2nd first down for the Wildcats. 2:22. The clock is stopped. Ingalls surveying the defense. A lot of Cougars around the line of scrimmage. Ollie gets in. He runs right past all of them almost. And one of them is able to drag him down from behind. And tackle made by Mason Haberkamp. Haverkamp able to make the tackle as Ollie was able to bust past that initial line. Again, you see a lot of white jerseys around the line of scrimmage. Good job blocking up front by the fellas, and Ollie able to find a nice seam.
Yeah, that's how that works, right? You get the 3 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards, and then boom, you get the 11, 15, 20. They just kind of keep working on you, kind of like a body blow in boxing. You just kind of keep punching, and then eventually you're going to break a big one.
Ingles play action, looking to put this one in the air, right side. This one behind Spear, makes the adjustment, has the catch inside the 10, cuts it back, spin move, and is going to be down at the 3-yard line. Nice play by Brody Spear on a 28-yard catch from Eli Ingles. Good job of helping out his quarterback. You can see the adjustment. And right here, showing off some moves. Nice little spin move, and got tripped up right there. He was sniffing the goal line. He's down at the 3. It'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and the quarterback there, Ingles, got hit right as he let go of the ball. That's why it was behind the receiver. But still, nice job of coming back and making the play for the Wildcats.
Ingles on 1st down, gives it to Ollie. Ollie into the end zone. Sonora retakes the lead. A 3-yard touchdown run for Stephen Ollie. And the Cats lead it 13-7.
And again, it's just that dive play, right? You look at it coming right at you here on the replay. Nothing fancy, just man on man. Boom. First guy through the hole. Everybody flies, and he just slips into the end zone for another Wildcat touchdown, making it 13-7, pending the extra point.
Rigoberto Estrella back out for another extra point. Stephen Morefoot to hold. Caden Bird, the long snapper for Sonora. Low snap. Morefoot able to put this one up, and Rigoberto Estrella's kick looked like it got underneath it just a little bit, but it's able to trickle over the goal post and make it 14-7. We got a pick 6, a touchdown pass, and a touchdown run. We're only in the first quarter. Gotta love TVL football. We got it on NorCal Sports TV.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more.
Welcome back. Carter Yates taking the Deo Espresso and Smoothie kickoff. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. So the Cougars will come out for the 3rd time. They'll take over at the 38 with 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's the 2nd time these two teams are meeting in Trans Valley League play. Last year, Sonora went out to Escalon and kind of blew open a close game. Wildcats ended up winning 35-14. It was a real close ball game until, like you mentioned, Cash Byington on special teams at a kickoff return kind of swung the momentum in that ball game, and the Wildcats really never looked back in what was a tough year for Escalon last season. According to their standards, a lot of folks would be happy with the type of season Escalon had, but again, they're accustomed to section championships, blue banners. As Hubner starts off with a 1st down pass, it's going to net a 1st down. Ian Trejo catching that one on the left flat. Looks like they found something out on that left side, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a 3rd or 4th time we've seen that kind of flood concept. You throw the little short route, and you get a guy that gets kind of picked off, and all of a sudden he's got the sideline, and there it is. It's a great concept. I mean, that's one of those things where if they keep giving it open, keep throwing it, right? That's what we talked about. Make a profit. Don't try and get too greedy. Throw that 3-yard pass. Let it turn into the 10, 15-yard gain if you're Escalon.
And it seems like it's kind of they're tilting the field. They've been hanging out on that left hash. Here's a reverse. Yates pitches it over to Ball. Ball's got space on the left side, but Rivera comes up and makes a nice tackle. You got the Cougar wide receiver out there kind of shaking himself. That's Co Northcutt He picks up a block right there.
And then it's a much bigger game. Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of those things, teams have been practicing for weeks, right? You put that in like the first week of the season, and then you're hanging on to it until league play, and you're like, all right, here we go. We're going to run it. We got a positive situation. You try to get a big play out of it, and only gaining 4 isn't really what you were looking for.
Back to that play real quick. You saw the coaches, they'll kind of encourage Northcutt. As Huebner able to get another pass complete on that left side. This one out across midfield. Catch made by Luca Sarasi. So another first down pitch and catch. Second first down of this drive for the Cougars as they have it in Wildcat territory. 1st and 10 at the 49. Just to finish off that point, again, Northcutt could have made that block, but instead he didn't get a penalty on that one. I think the coaches were more content with that when all said and done. Well, this first quarter was a blast, 14-7. Again, we got a touchdown interception, a touchdown pass, and a touchdown run. The Cougars will have it on the Wildcat side of the field when we come back to start the second quarter. It's Wildcat football on NorCal Sports TV.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows.
Welcome back. They flip sides of the field. Escalon head into the east end zone as we start the second quarter. 14-7 Wildcats. Huebner again puts it in the air. Left side pass complete to Jake Ferreira. Ferreira out past the 45 to the 43-yard line. 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4.
And again, same concept here. You run the guy off, you throw the flat. Nice, easy catch. I mean, the quarterback, you could do that all day long. This is 7-on-7 drill, right?
He looks comfortable back there,
absolutely.
too.
Absolutely. He's got time to throw. I mean, this is the most I've seen Escalon throw the ball in like 16 years combined in the first quarter. So,
yeah, wing to you who, huh?
Yeah. Hey, I'm all for let's go 3, 4, 5 wide receivers and throw the ball around and see what happens.
You can hear Coach Lorero grumbling from here. Shotgun snap. Huebner again. Left side hitch. This one caught. Made a man miss on his feet. It's going to be ushered out of bounds by Brody Spear. Chase Cummings, who got the touchdown pass earlier. It's another reception to the 28-yard line. 15 yards on that one. 1st and 10. Escalon, who's got their 8th first down of the ball game. So they're moving the chains.
And they've had the ball the whole first part of the game, it feels like, and so this is kind of what you wanted to do if you're Escalon. It's just the fact that you threw that pick 6 that kind of hurts you.
Yeah, Sonora's had the ball for a little over 4 minutes. And Escalon's had it the rest of the time. As we got 10:45 left to play in the first half. Cougars, we mentioned the white uniforms, purple helmets, purple pants. Nothing on the helmets.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a
little odd as Huebner play action, looking again to his left. Comeback route. This one up and over the head of Cummins. Coverage out there on the perimeter from Isaac Hudson.
All right, Mar, you brought it up. Let's talk about it. The purple helmets with nothing on the side of it.
Yeah, it's, I guess a motivational tactic by head coach Andrew Beam. He has stripped the ease of the helmets following maybe some performances that he didn't feel, again, were up to Escalon standards. This is a proud program that in their last 16 games, they're at 500. They're 8-8 in their last 16 games. And, again, some folks would be great with that. Some folks on the other side of the county line there in Riverbank would be ecstatic with that, right? But, again, according to their standards, that's not Escalon football.
Yeah, and you do that just kind of wake your team up. Hey, we're going to take everything off the helmet. Now you guys are back to being, nobody cares who you are. Let's see
a
what you can
halfback
do.
pass. Ball looking to put this one in the air, and he underthrows him. A couple of Wildcats collide with each other. It's Spear and Snyder who come together and can't haul in that underthrown ball from Dylan Ball, no pun intended, as we got a flag back in the area where he threw that one. You take a look at the replay right here. Again, you can see it underthrown, and Spear and Snyder colliding with each other.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the call is here. It looks like it's going to go against Sonora. I'm wondering if it's maybe a roughing the passer, even though it was a trick play, but
yeah, they're marking it off. Yeah.
So I don't know that you can have roughing the passer on a running back.
That's what the gentleman up here just
maybe it was like a shot to the head or something like that that they call. But either way, first down, and Escalon will take it because that was a near disaster on the interception. Instead, you get the ball back inside the 15-yard line for the third time in 3 straight possessions. You've got it down there now. Again, can you capitalize and cash in?
A couple of personal foul penalties on the Wildcats, who have 3 penalties in total thus far. And gives Escalon another first down. Their 9th of the ball game. Man in motion is Castro. And this one incomplete, intended for Cummings again. Again, looking on that left side, Cummings covered, but that pass made its way through there, just unable to make the completion. It'll be 2nd down and 10 as Brody Spear on the coverage for Sonora.
Yeah, and that time they went 3-by-1, emptied out, went backside slant. Love the play call.
You love that play.
I do.
Right
I
there.
love 3-by-1 formation. I love the 3-by-1, backside slant. That time Brody Spear, though, just kind of drifted back into the passing lane and almost had another gift pick 6, because if he picked it off, he was gone. No one going to catch him. He was going to go 85 yards for a touchdown. Instead, Escalon lives to fight another day.
Huebner, a couple steps to his right, looking that way for Yates. He had him open, just out in front of him a little bit too much.
Yeah,
a good route right there.
This is one he's going to see, especially if they don't score on this drive. He's going to go back tonight and watch this and just be very frustrated with himself because he has an open receiver. The Cat defender is in trail position, has a chance to just throw it in there, and he just overthrows him and leads him too far. And if he puts that on the numbers, it's an easy walk-in touchdown. And again, that's one of those things that, you watch the Escalon coaching staff was jumping up and down and frustrated over there because they knew they had one. And now they got to be careful here.
Yeah, they sent a lot of their position players over to the sideline on that for the play call. Now they're making their way back to the huddle. Now they break the huddle again, a 3-by-1 receiver set for Huebner. Looking to the top of your screen, right side, and this one is intercepted again at the goal line. Picked off. And a chance for another big interception return for Sonora. And they're going to take this one out past the 40-yard line into Escalon territory as the Wildcats get their 2nd big interception at the goal line.
Yeah, and again, this is thrown into coverage. You got 2 receivers in the same area, 3 DBs, and the one that picks it off goes down the sideline. And then, when he picked it off, I thought he was going to take it to the house again. Instead, a huge return all the way inside the 40-yard line down to the 36-yard line of the Cougars. And the Cats are in business once again here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, at the 36-yard line of Escalon with 10:02 following the interception from Jeremy Snyder, the Wildcats will have it. Ingalls pulls it out of the belly of Ollie. He's going to pitch this one out to the right side, and that's Byington. Byington cutting back, and he's still on his feet, and it's going to be brought down inside the 20-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 18 as the Cats get it into the red zone, an 18-yard pitch to Cash Byington.
And this is what makes Sonora offense so hard, is you try so hard to stop that fullback, then the quarterback pulls it out, pitches it out to the wingback, Byington, and he goes down the sideline for a huge first down inside the 20-yard line. That's what, like I said, it's such a difficult offense to stop when ran correctly, and the Cats run it to perfection here in the first half of play.
We got the fullback stopped, right? All right, we got the quarterback stopped. Oh, here comes number 7 streaking across, and he gets it on the reverse. This time he's chopped down at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle from Connor McDowell. The junior with a nice hit on Byington. Picks up a yard on that carry, so it'll be 2nd down and 9.
Byington a little slow to get up there, too. He was one of the last guys off the field. Now, is it just because he was taking a break down there, or was it, maybe he got a little banged up? We'll see. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Morefoot split out wide at the bottom of your screen. Rigoberto Estrella up at the top. They motion Spear. They pitch it to him on the left side. He's trying to turn the corner. And you got some Cougars chasing him down, and they're able to get the shoe tackle right at the 10-yard line. Ethan Butler with a nice hustle, able to bring down Brody Spear. Going to be just shy of the first down.
Yeah, it should be 3rd and 1. The chains are starting moving, but I think it's still 3rd and 1.
I think that's self-preservation right there. My guy's just trying to get out of the way, Hobie.
It could be.
Don't blame him. Brody Spear's a big guy. That's 6'1", 225 coming at you.
I mean, those chain guys get down there. They got to, protect themselves, like you said. It's a dangerous spot. You're closest to the field than any other fans.
Yeah. Except maybe those Escalon guys who brought their own chairs and they're sitting on the field. 3rd and 2. Ingles keeps it himself, and he's wide open up the middle. And he'll walk it in for the touchdown. An easy 10-yard touchdown run for Eli Ingles. And the Cats go up by 2 scores. It's 20-7 as Estrella makes his way out there for another extra point.
Yeah, and you talked about the fullback, right? Look how many guys tackled the fullback. 4 guys tackled the fullback and into the end zone, and even got our camera guy a little bit. Goes Ingles untouched, and, he could have scored from 50 at that point because there was nobody going to catch him. But that's just what makes Sonora offense so difficult. It's just 1, 2, 3 triple option. You got to be sound and make a play on everybody. Otherwise, one missed assignment, and it's 6 points the other way.
And you got to be sound each and every player, right? You take one play off. And
it's like one guy. It's like, okay, we all did our job except for one guy, and they still score.
Another extra point up and in for Rigoberto Estrella, his 3rd extra point of the ball game. Eli Ingles with the 10-yard touchdown run. Sonora 21, Escalon 7. Be back after this break on NorCal Sports TV.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay.
With their delicious tri-tip sandwiches.
Back for another day of espresso and smoothies kickoff. The Cats offense able to get into the end zone for the 2nd time. They've also got an interception return. This was touchdown aided by the interception from Jeremy Snyder that got them into Cougar territory. 4 plays later, a minute and a half later, the Wildcats lead at 21-7. Kickoff fielded inside the 10-yard line. Here comes Jake Ferreira. Ferreira out near the 30-yard line. Maybe about the 32. That's where Escalon will have it. And Cougars, who came out and took some early momentum. They've controlled most of the time of possession thus far, and yet you look up at the scoreboard, they're trailing 21-7.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird because if you're Escalon, you're doing kind of what you wanted to do. You've controlled the ball. You've thrown the ball all over the place. You've moved the ball up and down the field. You have more yards than Sonora does. Your time of possession is in favor.
More first downs.
More first downs. More plays. But you're down by 2 scores.
Hubner, again with 4 receivers in the formation, goes out to the left side and gets Sarasi. Sarasi right down at the 39-yard line. Tackle made by Isaac Hudson. The 2nd down and 2 for the 8-yard gain on first down from Hubner to Sarasi.
Yeah, and again, 3 receivers set, clearing out, little hitch route, easy throw, 1 missed tackle is what you're hoping for there, and that becomes a big play. But still, you pick up 8 yards. You're moving the football all over the field. You're just having a problem when you get down inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah. So 2 goal line interceptions for Sonora. And you also have a 6-yard touchdown pass from Hubner to Cummings. At the lone score for Escalon. At a 2nd and 2, Hubner under center. Going to turn and hand this one off. And looks like Gravette's going to have enough for the first down. Needed 2, picked up 3. And the ball looked like it popped out. The Wildcats saying that they have it. Coaching staff and the fans, Coach Clifton emphatically pointing to the west end zone, but he's not going to get the call. It's not going to work out.
Line judge is saying he was down, much to the chagrin of the officials in front of us and the crowd.
Yep. Well, you can always go back on youtube.com/NorCalSportsTV and watch it for yourself to see if he did indeed hit the ground before. Appreciate you guys checking us out. Hit that like and subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. Up and over 20,000 subscribers now. 1st and 10. And this one in and out of the hands of Cummins. Great job by Isaac Hudson, who was there right when the ball arrived. That's exactly how you want to kind of play that as a defensive back.
Yeah, and again, it was 3-by-1 going backside hitch. Now, with the DB biting so much and the safety coming up, watch the hitch and then go over the top. If you're Escalon, that might be available there. Just, The
pressure's been, the protection's been solid up front. Huebner hasn't necessarily been, pressured or under duress throughout this ball game. So, yeah, maybe buy him a little bit more time, see if he could take a shot downfield. And 2nd down and 10. A lot of cats in the box. As the motion man to the right, Huebner looking that way, and he hits that motion man in Trejo. Trejo, with a nice gain on 2nd down. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd down. It'll be about 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and again, that's the same type of thing. Different look. It's just kind of moving guys around, but you're getting 3 receivers to the one side of the field. You're clearing out, boom. Hit the flat guy in the flat. Make a tackle in space. You pick up 6 yards. Get yourself a manageable 3rd down if you're Escalon.
Clock stopped with 7 minutes left to play. On 3rd down and 4. Another shotgun snap for Huebner. In motion Yates. He's going to be a lead blocker as Huebner tries the left side, and he only picked up 2, so it's going to be 4th down and 2 from midfield.
Yeah,
you got to go for it right here,
Huebner's a big guy, but I don't know if I want to do that a lot if I'm him. They've been able to throw the football around. You've been able to make plays. That time it was more of like a quarterback lead, Tim Tebow type thing, and I don't know if I want my quarterback there getting hit like that too often.
4th down and 2.
It's interesting because Escalon's kind of trying to mix like a spread offense with this traditional wing T look, and it's like, okay, it's almost like they have an identity crisis of, are we going to be a wing T team? We're going to be a spread team.
Once again, a quarterback sweep to the right, and Huebner is going to be short. Needed 2 yards. He only picked up 1. It'll be a turnover on downs. And this time, no interception needed. And he just forced them to turn the ball over after stopping them on 4th down, as Huebner can't pick up the 4th and 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I thought that was going to be that same pass, the sprint out to the right. Instead, they just took it and ran, and nowhere to go. Good job there by the Wildcat defense to come out and make the play. And now, if you're Escalon, this is danger time, right? You got the ball to start the second half or first half. So Sonora's going to get the ball to start the second half. Yep. And there's 6 minutes left. If Sonora goes down and scores here, you go down 3 scores. You could be down by 4 scores before you get the ball back again, and that's nowhere near anybody wants to be.
Cats taking over near midfield. 1st and 10. Pump fake. Ingles going deep for Morefoot. Is behind the defense. He's got it inside the 20-yard line. Stephen Morefoot makes the catch as he points for the 1st down. Nice pump fake from Eli Ingles, and Morefoot able to get behind the defender. The catch made inside the 20. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 16. A 35-yard completion from Ingles to Morefoot.
And this is what we asked on the other side. Here we got a little hitch and go. Boom, there it is. Look. Pop. Defender bites over the top. Nice throw there by Ingles. Sets it up. 1st down, Wildcats inside the 20-yard line.
With spear in motion, Ingles going to give this one to Ollie. Ollie up the middle to about the 10-yard line. Pick up of 6 for Ollie. He's 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats. It just put so much pressure on you defensively when they're able to stay ahead of the chains, right? Those carries, like you said, kind of like body blows in a boxing match, right? Maybe don't amount to much.
And they don't
on
look
that
pretty.
First. Yeah,
you're like, okay,
exactly.
boom. Okay, you're going to run into a pile and just kind of push it forward. All of a sudden, he gains 6 yards. It's like, okay, well, it doesn't look pretty. It's not flashy. It's not the thing that makes everybody go ooh in the stands, but yet it's effective. and keeps things just moving in the right direction.
Again, ahead in the chains. It's 2nd down and 4 from the 10-yard line. Byington in motion. That's going to get some attention from the folks in the white jerseys. They hop across the line of scrimmage, so it'll be a free first down here for Sonora.
It's almost not fair, right? You know you got to get down there and stop the fullback, and then all of a sudden they go on that hard count, and it just –
because you're trying to, anticipate these keys. You're trying to make sure you're in position to, make that play and still maybe help out on the next option as well, right? So you just got a lot going on. As far as what you're paying attention to is this one goes up the middle and looks like into the end zone. Stephen Ollie, one official marked him just short. The other one's going to say that he's crossed the goal line. So Stephen Ollie with the 5-yard touchdown run has the Wildcats out in front, 27-7.
Yeah, I was looking at the official on our sideline. He didn't move. He just looked, and the official on the far sideline saw, hey, put his hands in the air. So little delay there. Everybody in the crowd was like, okay, yeah, he's in. But now you're up 3 scores.
There's still 4:25 left to play. With the way this Cats offense could score, they still got plenty of time if they were to get the ball back. Good snap from Bird. And the kick from Estrella. This one just up and over the goalpost. He's getting underneath them a little bit more and more as that one barely got by. But it's good for the extra point to make it 28-7. Cats leading on NorCal Sports TV. Well, we're going to stay with you here, according to our producer, Jeremy Hurtado, the man of the mother load.
Yeah, and the box score doesn't say how pretty it was when it went in. It just says it went in, right? So Rigo's like, yeah, I got that one. It was good. That's all that matters. But, yeah, I mean, everything's kind of gone Wildcats here in the first half.
Sure.
Escalon seems like they were in control. A couple of picks have swayed it. And that's the thing with Sonora is that you have to come in here and play almost a perfect game and get some bricks, right, to try and beat them at home. We talked about it the last time they lost a game at home that wasn't a playoff game was against Antelope a couple years ago that we were here.
Yeah,
but they came out and threw the ball everywhere, right? So
onside. This one goes 10 yards and a nice recovery there made by Escalon. You had one guy who was going to make a play for the Cougars now is Ivan Lopez, and he made that play as he jumped on top of that. A bunch of green shirts piling on top of him afterwards. But
interesting call there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Wildcats just trying to just end the game right now, I guess. Hey, I'm sure they saw something on film and special teams and said, hey, we can take advantage of this. Somebody that we feel like we can get sneak one in on.
And they're just trying to rip away any hope that Escalon had right there with that onside kick.
Yeah, but now you give Escalon the ball at the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. 4:24 left, 2 timeouts left. Don't forget they got charged one early in the first quarter on an false start
call.
I'm not sure, but regardless, they burned one. Got 2 left.
Cats with all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Another hitch pass to the left side. Chase Cummings able to make the catch and get out of bounds. Gets it across midfield to the 48-yard line, so 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 10. Clock stopping with 4:18. Out the half for Stephen Ollie. Came into the ball game with 1 touchdown. Got 2 touchdowns here in the first half of play, so 3 on the season now for Stephen Ollie.
Yeah, and he's done a great job of filling in for the injured fullbacks, Tommy Sutton. So, hey, again, like I said, it's just one of those things where the Cats just kind of bring another guy in and say, okay, well, you know what to do. Handle your business.
Stop me if you heard this before. Left side, Huebner pass complete. This time it's Trejo. And got to the 45-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. A big 3rd down here for Escalon. If nothing else, you just want to keep the clock rolling and try to get yourself into the locker room without giving up any more points here to the Wildcats.
Absolutely, and what you don't want to do is give the ball back to Cats right now. I mean, they could go down and score again. And now you're down 4 or 5 possessions, next time you get the football. So, huge play here for Escalon.
We're taking a look at the Cats' defense. It's got 4 across the line of scrimmage, 3 with the hand on the ground. They rush 4. Huebner being flushed to his right. Now looking to step up. Again rolling to his right. Alderman giving chase. Throw on the run and on the money. Pass complete at the 23-yard line. It's Dylan Ball doing a good job of coming back to that one and giving his quarterback a nice target. Huebner with a great throw on the run.
Absolutely. This is the first time we've really seen the Cats get some pressure on him. Huebner doing a good job of just making things miss, and then strike on the run. I mean, that's harder than you think it is, and then that's a great throw for a high school quarterback. I mean, moving to your right, throwing, and putting it right there where it had to be because there's a defender right there too. So good job of
some arm strength there from Logan Huebner and the accuracy to complete that one to Dylan Ball out to the 23-yard line. First down and 10. 2:30 left to play. So now if you're Escalon, you're thinking, hey, we come away with some points right here. Huebner pumps once, and his receiver broke off his route, and this one got a touch by Stephen Morefoot inside the end zone. He got a hand on it.
It was almost the third interception inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of those things that I know you want to throw the football, and I'm all for throwing the football, right? But when you get inside the red zone, you cannot turn the football over. That's one of those things that coaches just – it makes coaches cry at night when they watch film and say, hey, we moved the ball all over the place, but we turned the ball over inside the 5-yard line.
Sounds like that's from experience there.
I can tell you many, many stories of that situation.
Second down and 10 following the incompletion to Cummings. Huebner's going to get this one on a jet sweep. They reverse it to Ball. Ball still on his feet, making some men miss. And he's going to be brought down a yard shy of the first down marker. 9-yard pickup. Be third down and 1 as we get close to the 2-minute mark in the first half of play.
Giovanni Rivera.
And this is kind of a staple in the wing T offense, that little quick reverse. Huebner got caught watching the game there. I think if he makes a block, it might have gone a little bit further downfield, but regardless, it still picks up at 9 yards, 3rd and 1, 2-down territory here for Escalon. Got to punch this in, and if you're Escalon, you got to take some more time off the clock. I don't want to give the Wildcats the ball back. Score with like 15 seconds, 10 seconds left. Don't do it too soon because things haven't worked out well.
Huebner speed option to the right. He's got Yates with him. Yates got the sideline, puts his shoulder down, and he's into the end zone. Carter Yates with the 14-yard touchdown burst. A little power, too, at the end as he puts his shoulder down. There you go, big fella. I like it.
Or you can just score on the next play, right? You don't run any time off the clock, and we'll see how that nice little speed option play, though. I thought the quarterback could have held it a little bit longer, but still gets it out to him. And then you said, hey, I'm going to go get this one. Right? Sometimes you just got to put it down and do things yourself.
Yeah, he was not going to be denied. Carter Yates, the big touchdown for Escalon. They were just thinking of trying to bleed the clock out, and here they are with that big completion of Dylan Ball, setting up a touchdown opportunity to take advantage on the 14-yard pitch to Carter Yates. He takes it into the end zone, and the Cougars now feeling a little bit better about themselves as we approach the halftime break. And the extra point from Ricardo Felix Chavez is up and in to make it 28-14. Minute 25 left to play. Commercial break on NorCal Sports TV.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay.
28-14, the Escalon Cougars able to get themselves a touchdown. They scored in a little under 3 minutes. A drive that went 53 yards.
That's the question, right? I mean, it's still 125. Cats got all 3 timeouts. And if I'm Escalon, you see number 7 back there? That guy's not touching the ball. Okay, I've said that every time we do the games. There's no way I'm kicking him the football here.
And last time they kicked it out of bounds, right?
I'd rather do that. Give him the ball at the 35-yard line, no problem.
Byington, as you mentioned, back to receive. Ricardo Felix Chavez set to put toe to leather. Short run up, so he's going to chip this one, give it away from Byington. He had a quasi-fair catch made at the 32.
That was, I think I'm going to fair catch this, and then, yeah.
It was Jeremy Snyder making the fair catch at the 32-yard line. So a minute 24 for the Wildcats with 3 timeouts, like you said.
And if I'm Escalon, I'm okay with that. Give the ball at the 32-yard line. I have no problem with that. As long as 7 doesn't touch the ball on a kickoff return. And like I said, I would never kick the football to him ever. That's just me being me.
It's messed up, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Fans want to see that.
Nope, I'm going to make sure he doesn't touch the ball if I'm any team playing against him.
We've covered plenty of games here at Dunleavy Field. There's literally a collective gasp every time he touches the ball on kickoff returns. He's in motion right here. Ingles drops back. He gets it to him in the flat. Byington makes the catch. Trying to get the sideline. Picks up a block, but that one's coming back. And Byington able to skip near midfield as his helmet taken off about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, absolutely. Fans aren't going to like it, but that's an absolute block that he can't make there. You just got to kind of basketball screen him.
Yeah.
No, and that's a new rule, a safety issue.
As you mentioned, we have one of the lead officials up here. He's explaining it to some of the fans because they were wondering, too. They're like, I thought he got his head out in front.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's just got to set that basketball screen. That's your best option in those situations.
Yeah, and it is. And it's anti the old school football, right? Those are the old school football hits that you see on the highlights.
Those are the highlights, yeah, exactly.
That gets you excited, and the crowd goes crazy, and guys made money because of those, right? I mean, that's why you were on the team, is to lay those hits, but football in the 2020 really is when it kind of started, is it looking at safety issues.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're trying to keep that out of the game, those big blindside hits. It's still going to be probably a first. No, actually, it's not going to be a first down. Marked it back at the 28-yard line, so.
And end up losing about 4 yards on it. Or 3 yards when all is said and done. Officials still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and it is 15 yards from where it happened. So that's the thing, is where did it happen? And it ends up being like a 3-yard penalty, but it brings back a 20-yard run, so that's where it hurts, those hidden yards.
It's one of those plays, too. Everybody saw it on the field, and everybody quickly turned their attention to the linesman right after that.
Right.
To see. You hear the groans as soon as he reached for his pocket, but the right call.
As soon as you see the receiver coming back, I'm like waiting for it. I'm like, okay, there it is. As a coach, you're like, okay, there's the flag that we were knew was coming. It's not one you like to see, but it is.
Ingles play action again. This time they set up a screen. And broken tackle from Colton Gibson. And he's still able to stay on his feet. And they're going to keep the clock running. I'm going to say his forward progress was stopped in bounds. So under a minute left to play in the first half. It'll be 2nd and about 8. And Sonora's going to take their first timeout. And it's going to come with 50 seconds left to play. So they'll have 2 timeouts remaining. We're going to stay here. Both teams now with 2 timeouts. So we try to get a look at the Trans-Valley League scoreboard. Currently, again, we got some big matchups today on tap. This one, 2-2 Escalon, 4-0 Sonora, and 4-0 Houston, and 3-0 Ripon. We're trying to get an update here. Our producer's technology is lagging a little bit out here up the hill. So hopefully we can try to get you guys some of these scores before we get to halftime. I think it might be a Max Preps issue.
Yeah.
Apparently, we've seen a lot of traffic
Max Preps
right
said
now.
They don't want to tell us the scores right now, so I'll keep working on that here as we go to the next play, Mario, for you.
2nd down and 8 following the first timeout taken by the Wildcats. Again, both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. 50 seconds left to play. Ingles again dropping back under heavy pressure, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down.
Now, if I'm Escalon, I might take a timeout. Yep, there it is.
Connor McDowell with the big sack. And Escalon dialing up some pressure, and they found the right gap as McDowell able to get the big sack. That's going to, like you said, have Escalon taking their 2nd timeout. So now they're thinking, hey, maybe we could sneak in another score before the halftime break.
And the way they've thrown the ball, it's absolutely possible that they could get another one. I mean, another chance at getting some points.
This is where, where you get into that league play type stuff that people are talking about, right? The preseason, you got your 4-0 record, you got the notoriety, the headlines, Cal High Sports ranking you as the top-ranked small school team in the state. And, this is where you start to, face some of that, attrition, some of that, resistance from the other team. And you have to,
and you get to the point where teams know you.
Yeah.
Okay, they know what you do. They've seen you before. They're not scared. It's not necessarily scared, but they're not in awe of, oh, my goodness, it's Sonora. We're coming up there to play again. They've been here before. They played here before. Even when they were in non-league, they played each other a couple times. So, the kids come up here and they're like, okay, we played Sonora. We know what it's like. We played them in youth football. We've been there. Let's go out here and hey, see what they have, what we have, and match up with them. So.
Yeah, you mentioned them playing in a non-league matchup before. That was the first game I ever broadcast with you. It was a Escalon-Sonora game here at Dunleavy Field. Here's a pitch. Spear was looking to pass. Now he's going to bring it down and puts his head down, takes a big shot at the 30-yard line. Escalon's going to take their final timeout. And the clock will stop with 34 seconds. Looked like it was 35, but the home clock operator let an extra one tick off there.
Well, it's home cooking for a reason, right?
Yeah, right. You have the ability to do so?
Yeah, absolutely, right? I mean, now, if I'm Escalon, I come after the punt here. Hey, try and get a block punt, something. Sonora, how many times they punted this year? Not very many.
Not many,
right?
Yeah.
So let's go after it and see if you can get a block, see if you can create some field position here for your offense. And, again, Huebner's throwing the ball around, so I don't think they're going to be afraid to try and take a shot if they get the ball back near midfield.
And that penalty really set back the Wildcats. That blindside block from Spear looked like Byington was going to have a first down pickup. Instead, they were behind the chains. The sack compounds that. And now here we are in a 4th and 13 situation. Rigoberto Estrella going to kick this one away. Line drive kick is ball backing up. Has this one at the 33. Ball looking for the left side. Ball hesitates, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good punt to return, too. Low line drive kick. And I like what Ball did. He got yardage and then he says, hey, I'm not going to try and cut back and dance around, just get out of bounds. It saves my team on offense some time. I mean, you got 22 seconds. Realistically, you're looking at probably 3, maybe 4 plays. Depending, because remember, the clock stops in high school, even though it's momentarily, not as long as some of the other high or college stuff, but you still have a chance to throw the ball downfield, get up, make a play. And if you get anywhere near the 30-yard line, it could be throw it up into the end zone time at the end here and see what happens if you're Escalon. If you could steal a touchdown or even a field goal here, that's huge going to the locker room.
Cougars out of timeouts. Sonora with 2 timeouts remaining. Scores on tap for you, so we'll get that to you. We approach our halftime break. Appreciate my guy Mark Bakovich. 28-14. Here's Huebner rolling right. He's got a pressure coming from behind, and he is brought down. Hit made by Dallas Lang with the blindside sack. Huebner didn't see him coming, and that's going to take us to halftime right there. As
that'll end that whole hope right there. Here's the replay. He did a great job of just hanging on the football here. Boom. Bringing the end of the first half. And actually, nope. Somebody called a timeout. Escalon doesn't have any more. Sonora must have called one.
Interesting.
Unless they gave him back the timeout earlier. I'm not sure.
That might be the case, right?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, my goodness.
Because they've used 3 already. Let's see. The official's going to turn the mic on. We'll see what happens.
Yep, it's on.
11 seconds back on the clock, please. Time for 11 seconds, please.
So they did have an extra timeout this whole time.
I'm not sure.
11 seconds.
I'm looking at my guy John Mauger off to the right, and he's just kind of looking at the field going, I'm not sure. So regardless, it brings up a 2nd and.
All these officials out there with their little, notepads. Kind of comparing notes.
I see someone else with a notepad over here to our right. I'm just saying.
It'll be another snap here for the Cougars.
And if I'm Escalon here, I think in some kind of screen, draw, safe play to just get the ball to ball maybe. See if he can make something happen. But
Second down. About 18 following the sack from Latin. Huebner dropping back, left side coming.
Hook and ladder.
On an in-route hook and ladder. Here's Ball. Ball's got it on the pitch. Ball trying to make one man miss, trying to get out of bounds, but he stays in bounds. And the final seconds will tick away as no, we got the official saying, hold on, we're not leaving.
There's going to be 2 seconds left on the clock here.
He was tackled in bounds.
But there's a first down, so it should stop the clock
momentarily.
I don't think it's enough to get anything on the.
Coach Clifton is irate on the sideline right now after speaking to the referee. And he's talking to the linesman who rolled him down in bounds.
Let's just say it's not been a stellar first
Coach
half.
Clifton now is going to take a deep breath. And
yeah, Clifton's going to get a penalty here if he doesn't be careful and add more yards onto this. And
he is all sorts of fired up.
Official's going to talk to us again. I think it's 2 seconds, though, honestly. Oh, there it is. So they're saying, okay.
He did not step out of bounds. He was in bounds.
After further review, the half is over.
What a half it's been. 28-14 as they're still trying to figure out if they can go to the locker room or not, and they finally head that way. We got some scores to update you on. Again, 28-14, Sonora leading Escalon. The other TVL scores, 14-3, Ripon leading Houston with about 2 minutes left in the first half of play. Hillmar now jumping up 14-0 over Ripon Christian. No Oristimba score yet. We'll keep an eye on those and keep you updated when we return to the second half of play. It's been a good first half for the Wildcats. A couple Stephen Ollie touchdowns. Eli Ingles with the 10-yard touchdown run. Stephen Morfitt with the big play of the game. 100-yard pick six to get the scoring started. And the TVO opener for the top-ranked Sonora Wildcats who lead Escalon 28-14. Halftime break, second half upcoming on NorCal Sports TV.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay. Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home. Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV.
Welcome back to historic Dunleavy Field, home of the Sonora Wildcats, the defending 6A state champions. Wildcats leading 28-14 as they kick off Trans-Valley League play against a Trans-Valley League blue blood in the Escalon Cougars. 28-14 home team out in front here at the halftime break. All the other scores around the TVL, either at halftime or just about getting to halftime. Again, 28-14 here. You got the Hillmar Yellow Jackets at home leading the Ripon Christian Knights 21-0 at the halftime break. Ripon leading Houston now 14-10 as the Huskies were able to get a touchdown before halftime. And they're going to get the ball back to start the third quarter. And again, that undefeated matchup between Ripon and Houston living up to the billing thus far is 14-10 at the halftime break. Here as we start the second half of play and the Deo Espresso and Smoothie kickoff. This one put in the air by Brody Abbott. And again, trying to keep it away from Cash Byington. Cats are going to start with it at the 34-yard line as we begin the second half of play. Sonora 14-7 in the first quarter against Escalon and the 14-7 in the second quarter against Escalon, and that's where we stand 28-14 as we begin the second half of play. Jeremy Hurtado?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I said, if it was an all-hype team, Escalon would win this game easily because they've come out jumping around and making a bunch of noise, where Sonora comes out just kind of, workmanlike, go to work, blue-collar type thing. Unfortunately, it hasn't translated into the scoreboard so far for Escalon, but we'll see here as they have a huge opportunity to start the second half, make some noise.
Eli Ingalls gives this one to Stephen Ollie on the first carry. Ollie gets bumped down by Logan Hubner. The quarterback going out there and delivering a big hit on the defensive end as Ollie takes this one past the 40 to the 41-yard line. It'll be second down and 3. 7-yard pickup for Ollie on the first carry of the second half. He came into the ball game with 1 touchdown. He had 2 rushing touchdowns in the second half. 2 of Sonora's 4 touchdowns. Ingalls gives this one to Ollie. He's hit initially and spins forward for about a yard. It'll be third down and 2. You know, Jeremy, we're out here checking our phones, checking the internet on these scores. It's a crazy time in which you're able to do that. I remember back in the day where you have to wait till the next morning to find the scores in the Modesto Bee to figure out who won.
Absolutely. I mean, I love the Modesto Bee coverage back in the day. It was great. You got all the stats. They had to break down everything. You got to read all the individual game scores. But now, yeah, it's real time on your phone. You can be texting people at other games, which some of us may or may not be doing. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that you just kind of get to see. And
Sonora wanted a flag as Ollie's going to power his way forward for the first down. One spotted at the 41-yard line. I'm sorry, 46-yard line, excuse me. Yeah, the hard count there from Ingalls got some guys to jump across the line. They were able to get back. The Wildcat fans were hoping the flag was going to be thrown. They to get the free first down. Instead, Stephen Hawley goes out there and earns it. Picks it up on the ground. It'll be first and 10 for Sonora at the 46.
Yeah, and this is really a situation where Escalon's got to get a stop. You got to stop the Wildcat offense, keep them from getting any more points on the board, preferably quickly if you're Escalon, to get the ball back. And then if you're Sonora, just keep doing what you're doing. 5 yards of play, slowly matriculate the ball down the field, and you're going to be in a good situation coming into the fourth quarter if you're the Cats.
A heavy dose of Stephen Ollie to start the second half of play. Second down and 5. The home scoreboard has it at second and 55. Yeah. Byington again getting some guys to move on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. Again, you see 7 flashing in the backfield. It's going to get the antennas to pop up, and a couple of guys were able to get across the line of scrimmage, so a free 5 yards and a free first down for the Sonora Wildcats.
Take a look at some Motherlode League scores. Somerville 31-0 at halftime over Bret Hart. Linden up 34-0 over Millennium in the second quarter. Big Valley Christian up 14-0 over River Island.
Ingalls first down again. Stephen Ollie up the middle, pickup of 2, second down.
Calaveras up 35-0 over Riverbank. Sorry, Mario.
Yeah, tough one for the Bruins. That's all right. We're just setting up the greatest comeback ever right there.
That's right, yeah.
That River Island Big Valley game, that was a big one in the Motherlode League. So far, the Lions shutting out the Riptide. Second down and 8. Opening drive for Sonora here in the second half. They pitch it to Spear on the left side, trying to get a block from Estrella. Spear will take the defender, Code Northcutt, out of bounds with him. Be a 2 yards shy of the first down. Third down and 2.
Yeah, coming right at you here in the replay. Toss to the bottom of the screen. Get it out there in front. Good blocking by the receivers. Gets a chance for third and short for the Wildcats. And again, 8:50 left to go here in the third quarter.
You pitch it to Byington on the right side. He's got blockers. He's got space. He's got the first down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. First and 10 Cats.
Yeah, it's same play other way, really. It's just that simple, right? You run it one way, you're going to come back, run it the other way, pick up the first down. Easy for the Wildcats as they get inside the 30-yard line.
And you just got so many options. You got things to worry about there at the line of scrimmage, and it almost seems like that's a gimme there for Cash Byington to pick up that third down and 2. Got them set up first and 10 at the 28. Ollie skipping his way up the middle. Nice run on first down. This one out to the 21-yard line. The official was at the 22. He took another step forward out to the 21. It'll be second and 3. So they're going to say it's a log 4 or long three, so
I'm
short
going
4.
3. Yeah, 3 sounds good to me. But, yeah, again, Sonora just methodically, now you got 7:50 left to go here in the third quarter. So working the clock, getting yardage, moving down, trying to make it a 3-score game. Everything going right here for the green and gold.
Again with Spear in motion, he fakes the pitch. They give it to Ollie once again, right at the sticks. It'll depend on the spot. They're going to say he's just shy.
Oh,
now they're going to say
yeah,
he's got the first down.
I was going to say, the official said it was a first down.
Well, he was looking. He said it was short. Then he turned back and he saw where the marker was. He's like, wait a minute. It's a first down. Let's move the chains. That's some interesting spots there on the far sideline.
It's been a rough night for the guys in the stripes. Let's just say that, okay?
Opening drive coming up on 5 minutes here for the Wildcats. Now in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 18. Ingles under center. Byington again draws some guys across the line of scrimmage as he pumps his fist. He's a guy that's, recognizing the impact he has in a ball game. You talked about it on special teams, but I mean, he's been in motion on a couple of occasions and been able to draw some first downs for the Wildcats just by simply, being a threat.
You got to know where he is, right? And then you just, defensive linemen are taught watch the football, but you see motion, you see the flash, you just want to go in movement. But, yeah, it's tough. Like I said, the offense just creates issues.
1st and 10 from the 13, a whistle before the snap.
Now they're going to give it back.
False start on Sonora. It'll be 1st and 15. 1st and 10. They move him back 5 yards.
Give 5 yards, give it back. Hey. The Cats, though, this really gives you a chance to use some more clock. That's another play or two you can get to run some more time off the third quarter clock. We're almost at halfway through the third quarter already.
Sonora taking the opening drive. They got it at their 34-yard line. Now they're at the Escalon 18. Following the 5-yard penalty, it's back to a 1st and 10. And this one's a first down carry. A new running back, it's Dallas Latin. He had the sack earlier defensively before the half. This time he gets a carry, and he picks up about 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 as we come up on 6 minutes.
Yeah, and again, another back, right? Latin comes in. He hasn't played much tonight, if at all, but yet comes in, gets a carry, positive yards, picks up 4 from that fullback position.
He's back there again. Ingles pitches this one to Byington, and it's short. Byington able to pick it up. Makes a couple men miss, and he's going to bully his way into the end zone. Cash Byington. We're used to the flash. How about the physicality on that one? Lowers the shoulder and takes a defender into the end zone for a 14-yard touchdown run on what looked like a busted play. He turns it into a touchdown.
Yeah, right here you're looking at the flip and you're like, oh, this is disastrous. Oh, just pick it up, try and get something positive. And he says, no, I'm going to go get in the end zone. With a little help from the lineman there, runs over a defender.
Chad Davis right there.
And it's another touchdown for Byington. He says, hey, I'll find another way to get in the end zone. Watch this.
A 14-yard touchdown run from Cash Byington, an assist from Chance Davis as Morpha brings down the Caden Bird snap, and Rigoberto Estrella with a line drive boomer to make it 35-14, a 6-minute, 9-second drive that goes 66 yards, capped off by the 14-yard touchdown run from Cash Byington. Cats lead 35-14.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much
35-14 Sonora, leading after Cash Byington ran it in from 14 yards. Chance Davis pushing them in across the goal line. Rigoberto Estrella kicks this one away. It's going to be Ferreira, Jake Ferreira, out past the 30. We're going to get a late hit out of bounds. Looks like Anthony Warford's going to get the call going against him. As a special teams play made at the 32, but then again, hit out of bounds, going to tack on a few extra yards.
Yeah, and that's going to give Escalon great field position here. Down by 3 scores. You got to score every time you touch the ball now if you're Escalon. That's kind of the mindset you have to have. You got to get a couple stops and maybe even like steal a possession here and there with a turnover or an onside kick, something. If you're going to try and get back in the football game, this is a great way to start it, though. And then again, the disadvantage for them is it's 5:43 left to go in the third quarter. The Cats ran off 6 minutes plus on that opening possession of the third quarter. And so this is where we talk that things just get tough when you're playing Sonora. You might be able to put some points on the board against them, but are you going to be able to score every time you touch the football? That's the question.
Cougars' first drive of the second half. They give it on a jet sweep to Dylan Ball, and he is tagged at the line of scrimmage. Brody Spear actually going to drop him for a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Again, this offense, it's been a while since they had the ball. We've seen them be successful through the air. We've also seen them kind of hurt themselves a couple of times through the air with a couple goal line interceptions. They really turned the momentum around, especially that first one, 100 yards going the other way to start the ball game from Stephen Morefoot.
Yeah, and if you're Escalon, you got to look at it this way, right? You've cost yourself 14 points and gave Sonora 7.
Yeah, 2 guys kind of in the same part of the field. Carter Yates, that one went through his hands first, but it looked like Ian Trejo might have been the intended receiver.
Yeah, someone ran the wrong route when everybody – you don't ever have a play where 2 guys are right next to each other on the offense. It's one of those things. You usually have some kind of spacing. Somebody didn't go right. And again, now it's 3rd and long for Escalon. This is a danger zone. I mean, it's obviously 2-down territory. You got to score, like I said, every time you touch the football. But now you're 11 yards away from a first down.
On 3rd and 11, Hubner, clean pocket, gets rid of this one deep for Cummings, and just out of reach. Missed him by about a step, and Hubner, he's out there. You can see the body language. He'd like to have that one back. Takes a little bit off of that one. Cummings might be walking into the end zone.
Yeah, this is another one. We saw one earlier tonight where they ended up throwing a touchdown pass, but this one, he has him. He just puts a little too much sauce on it. If he leads him to the inside, he can run underneath it. Instead, tries to go over the top, and it's a missed opportunity, and we'll see what happens here on 4th down.
See Snyder and Morefoot there on the back end trying to talk through that one. Cummins able to get past the defense. Pass falls incomplete. This is 4th down and 11. Hubner now going to drop back, and he's going to punt this one away. Puts a left foot into it, and nice punt that bounces at the 11. Byington goes back and picks it up at the 1-yard line, trying to spin out of some trouble, and he is going to be in trouble probably when he gets back to the sideline, as Sonora is going to have it at the 2-yard line.
Yeah,
I can see the coach in you kind of cringing from up here.
I said it as it happened. I mean, that's one of those things you just get away from it. I understand Byington trying to make a play, but right here, just go get away from it, especially once it bounces 3 times, and you almost give up a safety. He ran back into the end zone.
And
luckily got out of it. Yeah,
too, right?
I mean, that's dangerous there, and I'm sure that Coach Clifton's going to have a talk with him and be like, hey, look, I love the enthusiasm. I love the chance of getting you the ball again in your hands, but that's the one we don't want to play with.
Well, the Cats are going to get it at their own 2-yard line, 4:38 remaining in the third quarter. Ingles on 1st down. Going to hand this one off to Ollie. He's going to give them some breathing room as he takes it out to the 7. And another 5-yard pickup for Stephen Ollie. He's getting the job done there in the fullback position. Like you mentioned, it's been kind of plug and play, and he's definitely getting the job done as he picks up 5 yards to make it 2nd and 5.
Yeah, absolutely, and then that's a huge deal for the Cats, right? You pick up 5 here. Now there's all kinds of things you can do. You can just turn and hand it to him again. You can go, quarterback keeper. You can go to Byington or Spear.
Once again, here's Ollie right up the middle and carry past the 10 to the 11-yard line. A couple yards shy of the first down. You get 3rd and a long 1 or a short 2. whatever your fancy.
Haverkamp making the stop.
And I think here Sonora just turns and hands it to him again and says, hey, go get us 2 more yards. And if you pop one, great, but I think it's just kind of get out of the shadow of your own end zone before trying to get too creative.
A lot of hooting and hollering coming from the Cougars sideline. You definitely see something that they maybe saw on film as they bring pressure up the middle. And Ollie able to get past the initial pressure, but it's the quarterback Ingles who ends up keeping it. And he takes it to the 16, 17-yard line, which is good enough for a Sonora first down. You saw Ollie kind of carry out that fake and bust through the line and took a couple of hits and like, guys, I don't got it.
Right, yeah.
Back to see where his quarterback was.
His quarterback was there laying on the ground behind him, but again, that, like I said, we've talked about all the time. That's the difficulty of stopping this Wildcats offense. What they've ran here, I don't know, since I can remember back in the early 2000s, late 1990s, they've been running this offense, and they do it really well.
Byington resets after going in motion. This time they put Spear in motion. The give is to Ollie. Takes it to the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 7.
And even there, you look, you thought it was a decent stop. You got it for no gain. Oh, wait, he still got 3 yards. So it really just kind of puts your defense on their heels a lot versus this offense.
2nd down and 7.
Coming up on 2 minutes left to play in the third. 2nd down and 7. Ingles pitches it out to Byington, right side. Byington stood up by a couple of Cougars. Logan Huebner coming in to help out on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and a couple. So another 3rd down play. Another 3rd and short here for the Wildcats. Clock continues to run. A lot of time on the field for this Escalon defense here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they were off the field the whole first half. This time in the 3rd quarter, they've been out there the whole 3rd quarter, it feels like.
3rd and 2. Looked like a interesting handoff. Looked like Ingles held on to it quite a bit. All he took off with it while it was still in the belly. Going to pick up about half a yard. It'll bring up an interesting 4th down call. The offense staying out on the field. Ingles gets the play call from Coach Clifton. Got a minute left to play.
I think Ingles wanted to pull it. If you're watching the replay there, I think Ingles wanted to pull it, and Ollie took it from him.
Yeah.
And I think if Ingles did get the handoff ball back, he walks for a first down instead. 4th and 1 here, and this is a situation where the Cats look their lineup to go for it. If you're at the Escalon, you got to not jump off sides.
Motion Spear. They pitch it to him left side. Spear gets the block from Estrella. Great job of not drawing the penalty as Spear is hogtied down at the 50-yard line. Tackle made by Mason Haverkamp, and a nice block from Rigoberto Estrella out on the perimeter to spring Spear. It looked like he had the first down, but able to pick up a lot more as he takes it past midfield to the 47.
Yeah, absolutely. And that time I thought it was going to be like a hard count instead. They just went straight toss sweep. Got the big run down the sideline. Picking up the first down.
And that's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The clock's going to wind down.
Yep.
Take us to the 4th with Sonora leading 35-14. Cats getting the lone touchdown in the 3rd quarter. A Cash Byington 14-yard touchdown run to make it 34-14 as the 4 fingers go up to the air. We're going to the 4th quarter on NorCal Sports TV.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Back on the broadcast, Mario Ramos alongside you with Jeremy Hurtado. We also have Mason Phillips, Xavier Quintana, bringing you coverage on Wildcat Football and NorCal Sports TV as we head to the fourth quarter. Sonora leading Escalon 35-14. They're at beautiful Dunleavy Field, named in honor of Vernon Dunleavy, the early football coach and teacher and the first superintendent here at Sonora. Ingles on the option, thought about pitching it. He's going to keep it himself. And takes it past the 45 to about the 43-yard line. Pick up a 4. It'll be second down and 6.
Again, you see everybody collapse on the fullback, and this time Ingles just keeps it. I think it was a good choice not to pitch it, even though he kind of thought about it there. But it still picks up 5 yards on the play. I'll call it 4, I guess. Brings up a second and 6.
Ingles taking a look at the Escalon defense. Now gets set under center. Here's Ollie up the middle. And lunges forward. That was Latin into the ball game. Latin to the 32-yard line. 11-yard gain as the official continues to wind the clock as they move the chains. First down and 10. Wildcats leading by 21. 35-14. Hilmar also leading 21-0 currently against Ripon Christian. About Houston with 21 unanswered points, now up ahead 24-14. And a good night to be a Warriors. Things working out on homecoming night for Orristimba, 28-12. They're currently leading Freedom. Ingles dropping back, hitch route, Moore on the outside, has it, and then had it knocked out of bounds. Going to say the pass complete, and then Luca Sarasi popped it out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. It'll be first and 10, Wildcats.
Yep, and then if everything else doesn't go, you can't stop. You can't stop the fullback, you can't stop the quarterback, and then they can just throw a little, hitch out there to the receivers and pick up a first down too. So, like I said, I don't know. I know they won the state championship last year, but I think it's going to be hard pressed someone to come in here and knock them off again this year.
All right, Cats firing on all cylinders. As they are on cue, they fumble the snap.
You say that.
That's my fault.
Yep.
Sorry about that, Coach.
Little fumble-rooski action, huh?
Announcer jinx as Ingles fumbles the snap there from the center, Sam Alderman. First time we've called his name from the center position. And, of course, we got to give them some love when they're doing good things as well. Open up the holes for the ball carriers. But, of course, we call out their name when there's a fumbled snap at chance. Sam Alderman having a great game.
Speaking of Sam Alderman, we listened to some podcasts that I've been listening to lately. We'll talk about that here in just a minute.
Went up on 10 minutes to play. Second down and 9. Latin gets in, hops over one defender, and he's still on his feet. And they're pushing the mosh pit over towards the 10-yard line. It's going to be about maybe a foot or so shy of the first down. Had a good carry there, and it didn't appear to be much. Is Latin able to hop over a defender and make this one really close? Going to see where they spot it. It's going to be a little bit short. Yeah, you're talking about
so I was listening to this podcast. Yeah, I don't know. I was driving around town listening to some podcasts, and they did some interviews of the Sonora Wildcats players, and Sam Alderman getting some shout-outs for being the funniest guy on the team.
Yeah, a couple of guys have mentioned that Sam Alderman is easily the funniest guy on the Sonora Wildcat team as Ingles gets this one out to Morfoot. They set up a screen. Morfoot cuts it back inside. He's inside the 5-yard line, so they pick up the first down on 3rd and 1. And now they set up first and goals. They take it to the 4. So, yeah, the Talking TVL podcast and me and my guy Frosty Van Houten, who's actually on the Escalon sideline right now. Me and him have a weekly podcast you can check out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. And, we had Cash Byington on last week. We've had Stephen Morfoot on there before. And by name, they mentioned that Sam Alderman is the funniest guy in the locker room.
Yeah, you put him in the 2-minute drill, and then that's one of the questions. Who's the guy on the team? And they both, without hesitation, though, it's got to be Sam Alderman.
He's snapping this one to Eli Ingles on a 1st and goal. Ingles going to pitch this one to Spear. Spear into the end zone, barreling his way across the goal line. He is in for 6. Touchdown Wildcats. They strike again. It's now 41-14. As Rigoberto Estrella will go out there for another extra point.
Yep, and got to get Spear his touchdown every week, and here it is, toss left. Faked out our camera guy, so. But, yeah, I mean, again, Cats just cruising here. I mean, they're slowing down. I don't know. They scored 42 points in the first quarter last week. Now they finally score 42 points here with 8:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Something might be wrong.
41-14. Rigoberto Estrella's extra point. Up and in makes it 42-14. Brody Spear, first touchdown of the ball game. Third touchdown rushing on the season as he puts it in from 4 yards out. 42-0 Wildcats.
Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
42-14. Sonora leading Escalon. 8:30 left to play in the ball game. Rigoberto Estrella to kick this one away. You know, Jeremy, it seems like a long time ago we were at a 7-7 ball game when Escalon was controlling the clock. This one picked up on a bounce by Jake Ferreira, trying to reverse course, and he ran a lot of yards sideways to pick up 1 yard net-wise.
Yeah, it was 7-7 now. Since then, it's been 35-7. Wildcats have taken over and taken control, and it's just like I said, they've done it in different ways. Defensively scored a touchdown, made a bunch of big plays on defense with the interceptions. A big hit on the quarterback to kind of put into a drive at the end of the first half there where Escalon looked like they could maybe come back and make it a one-score game. So defensively I think, probably a B-plus performance. And it's a real test because Escalon's the first team that's kind of been able to throw the football around, and the Sonora's plays, other than Antelope, who was out of it probably for the first 5 minutes.
Low snap, rolled to Huebner. He picks it up and trying to make something out of this play. Just nothing there. That one busted from the snap. So he's second down and 10.
Best play Huebner made all night. And you're going to laugh and you kind of wonder why.
I get it.
You get it, but
yeah.
I mean, just people at home are like, okay, what are you talking about? He threw the ball 12 yards over his receiver's head, but you're right. He had a bad play. He knew it was going to be a bad play. Instead of trying to make it into something else and creating more problems, he just looked and said, hey, where can I throw this to get rid of it? We tell him, throw it in the stands, throw it to your mom, throw it to your girlfriend, something like that, right? He did that. He threw it over the head of his receiver, out of bounds, didn't get the penalty. Hey, you move and fight another day.
On second down, shotgun snap. Set up a screen to Yates, and this one just out of reach. Can't bring it in. They're trying to get big 75 Caleb Boatman out there to block for Carter Yates, who's got a touchdown in the ball game. Had a 14-yard touchdown for Escalon before the half. A little bit of momentum for Escalon, but it's just, this mountain misery, right? It gets you and it wears on you. Before you know it, you turn around and you're like, wait a minute, how are we down by multiple scores?
No, I know. I mean, I got talked about this before. I've been here with teams that have put up 35 points, and you're like, hey, we did a good job, and then you look up and you're down 75-35. You're like, okay, well, maybe we didn't do such a great job, And I've talked to other coaches in playoff games that are like, hey, we put 50 on them. At Sonora, we scored 50 points, but we gave up 75. So it's one of those things, it's difficult.
Huebner, a couple steps to his left. This one caught, complete by Chaos Castro. Castro to about the 32-yard line. It's going to be good enough for a first down. First time we've called Castro's name. We've seen him in motion a few times, but this time they're able to get the ball into the junior. It looked like he's got a little bit of speed out there. He's able to turn the corner and get that one complete for the first down. Clock stop with a little more than 8 minutes left to play. For Escalon, the CVL, right? Things don't get easier from week to week. They got Hillmar coming to town next week in the Vaca Bowl. That's always a big rivalry, as they'll see some more green and yellow next week. Maybe a different shade of green as the Yellow Jackets will make their way to town. And Huebner, they give this one again to Castro. He comes around the edge with some of that speed, takes it to the 36. Again, Hillmar, we mentioned, they've had Frank Marquez, the longtime coach there at the helm. This is final season, so a little extra at stake in the Vaca Bowl, as if these two teams needed extra motivation.
Yeah. And that's one of those things. I mean, Hillmar's up 21-0 right now. Last we looked at Ripon Christian, who I was really impressed with the Ripon Christian team after the first couple weeks of the season.
You're to be impressed. You talk about Hillmar's offensive line. I know you, a former offensive line coach.
Yeah, absolutely. I've heard about it. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard that they're legit down there in Hillmar. So
Hubner, deep drop, looking for Cummings again, and this one off of his hands. Looked like Cummings was going to run a post on the inside, and it kind of broke it off as the pass was out towards the outside of the hashes.
Yeah, I don't know. Earlier we kind of said Hubner might have missed one. I think this should have been caught. I mean, he does a good job at dropping it in right over his hand. It's right in his hands. He kind of CD Lamb that.
Hey, too soon. Come on, man.
I mean, that one there, that should have been a dance in the end zone, touchdown, strike up the band, whatever you want to say. I mean, that one, oof.
I mean, so, again, we talk about Escalon. They got Hillmar next week. Sonora will take on Oristimba. Oristimba's first league game. That'll be out in Newman, so a long bus ride for the Cats to go out there to
Yeah, it's always tough to go there, too, because like you said, it's kind of out there. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's a long trip. They do have some great food there, though.
Right
the snack bar.
Hubner again looking deep. You got some contact at about the 42-yard line. It's a Wildcat who ends up hitting the turf. George Renault out on the coverage.
But, yeah, it's a tough place to go. Now, I mean, Sonora probably going to be favored in that because they're Sonora, right? I mean, and it's Oristimba's home game, but I think Sonora goes and takes care of that. But you never know in the TVL, because we've seen that before where we thought maybe a team should go out there and handle someone that they don't, and so with the TVL being what it is, it's hard to judge what's going to happen each week.
Sure. So 4th down and 6 for Escalon. Trying to cling to whatever hopes they still have alive, but Logan Hubner is going to step back and punt this one away. It'll take an Escalon bounce towards the 20 and stop right at the 20-yard line. They try to push it forward a little bit, but the official not buying it. So, again, league play, like you said, it's here, man. It started, and you got the Wildcats looking like they're getting off on the right foot, picking up a victory here at Dunleavy Field, which is an incredibly tough place for teams to come in and pick up a victory. And if the Cats can take care of business, and, we'll see how the rest of league play sets up, right? But if they get themselves some playoff games here, like we saw last season, they're able to take advantage of that. This is, again, a tough place for teams to come in here and play. And what is it? What is it that makes it tough? Obviously, the team on the other side makes it tough, right?
But yeah, I mean, that too. But you just come out here and as a visiting coach, you walk out here and you're like, okay, it's 14-0 before the game even starts. Because come playoff time, there'll be the special entrance that the Cats do. They come through the crowd, and it's just a whole thing, and everybody gets excited about it. And then you've got the aura of that green and gold coming down the stairs. You hear the clack, clack, clack coming down the bleachers. Your team kind of looks over there and kind of almost gets psyched out almost. And you got to kind of keep your team motivated and focused on, hey, we got to do what we got to do during warm-ups. And then they come out and they just punch in the mouth. And like I said, it's so hard to defend this offense that you, like, literally, you feel like it's 14-0 when the game starts.
Cats getting a first down carry from Colton Gibson as they're starting to get some of the substitutes in. You got Snyder in at quarterback. He's going to give this one to Gibson again. Gibson lunging forward to about the 37-yard line. That was Ollie back in the game, so Stephen Ollie picking up the first down on the ground. Now Ollie going to check out as Latin will make his way back into the ball game at fullback. How about Ripon Christian, 14 unanswered points to make it a one-score game as Sonora cops it up. They put the ball on the ground, but Snyder able to jump back on top of it. He covers the fumble. It's going to lose a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Well, they're still in the third quarter in that ball game.
Yeah, plenty of time as we were talking about Hillmar and all that, right? Rip and Christian. They got some dudes down there that are third-year varsity players that are best friends from kindergarten. I mean, they're not gonna roll over and just be like, hey, we're here to play football. I'm sure that there's been some air attack going for the Knights there, and like I said, that one definitely not over.
There's a 2nd down and 11 carry. Cats going to pick up a nice chunk there with Dallas Latin picking up 10. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Yeah, you mentioned the quarterback Mason Tamling for the Ripon Christian Knights. Amos Cady, a receiver and a defensive back that's a heck of a playmaker for them.
Yeah, he was a dude week 1 against Somerville. I mean, Cady.
Yeah, you guys covered him.
Yeah, we did cover that, and he was all over the place. He had a kickoff return that was actually called back that he also scored on, and then again later on in the year we got another one.
Snyder keeps it himself on the left side, fooled everybody. He fooled the official too.
Yeah.
He blew the whistle. He has no idea where the ball is. He didn't see it. The referee's telling him the ball's over here. He's still trying to spot it over here. Yeah, you mentioned Amos Cady. He's kind of like Ripon Christian's Cash Byington.
Absolutely. He's the guy that stirs a drink, or however you want to say it. I mean, he is a definite guy to watch. If you're looking at all TVL team, I guarantee he's got to be on there. Just one of those all football dudes.
And Cats will be making the trip to Maple Avenue this year after hosting Ripon Christian last season. Snyder again keeps it himself. He's pulling out the fakes on these option plays. Again had everyone fooled. Able to find some space on the right side for another 1st down carry. And we've seen some of these guys, with Sonora being able to pick up some lopsided victories on a couple of occasions, right? These guys are getting snaps and starting to, feel comfortable.
Well, and it's big, too, because, at some point, one of these guys is going to have to come in and play something big because it's a 15, 16-game season if you're making it to the state. At some point, you're going to, hey, I need you to come in and play meaningful snaps. And so this is where you get that audition. This is where you get that experience.
Corbin Boko along the sideline. Boko still on his feet, now dragged out of bounds inside the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 3-yard line for the Wildcats as we're under 4 minutes left to play. Cats looking to tack on another touchdown. They've scored 6 touchdowns, 5 on the offensive side. They got kick-started by a Stephen Morefoot pick 6. Picked it off at the goal line and went 100 yards on a nice return. Had some good blocking along the sideline. He did the rest. And got the scoring started as the Cats looking to get another one here. And it's going to be the quarterback Snyder into the end zone for the touchdown. Jeremy Snyder with a 3-yard touchdown run. As the Wildcats piling it on, it's now 48-14.
Yeah, and he walked in. I mean, there was nobody that even touched on flag football. He may not have even got taken down. I mean, just goes right between his offensive lineman and ducks into the end zone for an easy Wildcat touchdown. And, I mean, definitely not what you expected if you're the Cougars coming tonight. And it's, they fall to 2 and 3. Yeah. And they, like you said, things don't get easier. There's going to be some long nights in Escalon this week.
We'll stick with you here as we got a little under 4 minutes left to play. And we talked about it, right? You saw the helmets. That they don't have the ease. They've been stripped of the helmets. You're trying that motivational tactic to try to get your team to perform to the level you want to as a coach, the level you envision your team performing at on a Friday night. But where do you go from here if you're Coach Beam?
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I understand it. I've done it before. I've seen it before. Hey, you don't deserve these. We're taking them away. And I from the way things have gone tonight, I don't expect to ease back next week. I mean, maybe if you win the Hillmar Bowl, but it's going to be a long week of practice. It's going to be a lot of film study and things you look at you did right. But, yeah, it's going to be tough.
Roberto Estrella's kick fielded at the 10-yard line by Trejo. Trejo pushed out of bounds near the 25-yard line.
Anthony Warford kicking him out of bounds.
I mean, if you're Escalon, you look and you came in here, hey, do we try to be out physical? Well, that didn't work. We tried to go, run and gun, throw the ball. That didn't work out too well. I mean, it did and it didn't. Yeah. You were able to move the ball and throw it all around, but you threw a pick six and you threw a couple interceptions and could have thrown a couple more interceptions in reality. So it's one of those situations where I don't know. I don't know where you're going to go. That's why they're getting paid the big money over there at Escalon to figure things out. And I can't wait to hear the podcast this week with Frosty to see what he has to say about it.
49-14, Huebner out there. He's going to turn and hand this one off to Gravette. Gravette, he's still running hard out there, out to the 30-yard line against the community. Got a lot of pride in their football team. They travel well. They made that 45, 50-minute trip up the hill out through Highway 120. A little bit longer if you get stuck in some of that traffic through Oakdale, but once you make it out there, and again, a passionate group of fans who are used to seeing good football. And like we mentioned now, in the last 17 games, this is a team that's under 500 at 8-9. And currently this season going to be 2-3 following this ball game. You give it to Gravette. He picks up a first down carry out to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, one thing you got to look at it for Escalon, too. I mean, no one wants to say this in Escalon, but you're 2-3. You got to get 2 wins in league to get into the playoffs. Okay, I mean, where are those going to come? I mean, Orostemba could be an opportunity, maybe Ripon Christian, but, I mean, you never know, right? I mean, that's Hillmar. They look tough.
Yeah.
Houston is Houston. Ripon looks like they're re-energized and doing things. So it's not something you want to hear if you're a Cougar fan, but the reality is things get difficult for you real quick.
Near to Castro on the counter. As Castro to about the 39-yard line. Clock continuing to run with 1:50 left to play. The Golden Regiment, they're feeling good, getting ready for their post-game performance. You always get the famous spinning tubas following the ball game. It's one of my favorite things to check out post-game here at Dunleavy Field. Never been to Dunleavy Field. Picture a small, intense stadium tucked into the foothills. Feels like playoff atmosphere every time, like you mentioned. Gravette on the fullback give. He dives forward to about the 43-yard line. 3rd down and 2. So again, we mentioned Sonora will be heading the road next week. And they'll take on the Orostemba Warriors out in Newman. A couple of road games on tap for the Cats. Then they'll go to Hillmar to take on the Yellow Jackets following that. Hillmar getting a touchdown and now lead Ripon Christian 28-14. Keegan Lowe gets the carry, picks up the first down. Looks like the Cougars will get another snap. Next Wildcat game that we'll have on our network, October 10th. And that should be a good one. Houston and Sonora, the rematch. And if it's anything like we had last year, oh my goodness. That's going to be fun to watch. Looks like this game is going to come to an end as both teams are going to head to their sideline, get themselves ready for the handshake line. We have about 10 seconds left on the clock, but it'll wind down as the Wildcats will improve to 5-0 on the season. Start league play off on the right foot, 1-0 after picking up a 49-14 win over the Escalon Cougars. The Cougars are going to drop to now 2-3, once again below 500, as their league record goes to 0-1. Quick look around the scores, or around the TVL. Houston still leading Ripon 24-14 in the fourth quarter. Again, Hillmar 28-14, fourth quarter over Ripon Christian. Orostemba leading in the third 27-12. over Freedom. Here, a big night for the Cats on the ground. Sonora getting it done with 6 rushing touchdowns. Also had a interception return to pick up the 49-14 victory over the Escalon Cougars at home in front of the home crowd at Dunleavy Field. Jeremy, any final words as we
make our way out of here? I can't wait to see Houston come up here in a couple weeks. I mean, I know TVO is going to be tough, and I think that's going to be the game. Obviously, for the league championship, I mean, that's the way it looks, right? And Houston, Sonora, probably always going to be that way. I can't wait to see Houston's freshman quarterback. I know Coach King is going to bring up a team that's going to be ready to go. and it should be exciting. But we have a few weeks before that happens, so who knows what's going to happen in the TVL.
Yeah, exactly. Again, the Wildcats in the road next week. They'll take on Orastimba. Following a road game against the Warriors, they'll take on the Yellow Jackets of Hilmar on the road as well before making their way back October 10th to take on Houston. And we'll have that one for you on NorCal Sports TV, just like we had this one, in which the Wildcats pick up the 49-14 victory over Escalon to improve to 5-0 overall and 1-0 in Trans-Valley League play. For our entire production crew with NorCal Sports TV, our executive director, our executive producer, Dion I, our producer and color commentator, Jeremy Hurtado, and our camera personnel, Mason Phillips and Xavier Quintana, I'm Mario Ramos saying thank you for watching this presentation of Sonora Wildcat football on NorCal Sports TV. The Cats pick up the victory, 49-14.